Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, where I'm going to be doing some pulls on King and 8's EX Plus banner that's just come out as part of 8's character event. Now we do have the free multi on this one, so that's pretty good, but I do plan on throwing some tickets at this and seeing what happens. Now, unlike the majority of my pull videos, I'm not actually going to be chasing down to pity for one or both of these EXs. I am actually just going to do the thing. I'm going to throw some speculative tickets at it. I don't think I'll throw more than 200 maybe, and then we'll just kind of see what we get, because I looked in advance, right? I've not played Type 0 yet. It's still on my list of games to play, and it's probably going to stay there for a while, you know, but the fact remains that I still haven't played the game yet, so I don't have any personal attachment to either of these characters really. I do like the way King plays in Opera Omnia, and I especially like his EX Plus, because I did actually look ahead to the future, and I saw what it does for him, and basically, now you know in Opera Omnia my favourite characters to play as tend to be either ones with interesting mechanics, like Noctis for example, or they tend to be the really simple and straightforward ones like Machina and Ramza, for example, and King definitely fits in the latter category. He doesn't have a HP plus attack at all. Like, the only thing he has is his skill 1, which is rapid bullets, and his skill 2, which is reload. But I mean, King is literally you just hit rapid bullets and you fire and you hit rapid bullets again, and then your EX is ready, so you go into your additional ability and then you pop your EX and then you fire some more rapid bullets and then you reload, which also reloads your additional ability, so the next time you want to pop an EX you can use AA again and you can just keep going and going and going. So it's really straightforward as a kit, but it somehow appeals to me, you know, because he can just use skills forever and not have to worry about longevity, which is awesome. Another thing that I like about him is that he gets the Ject and Lightning treatment with his EX, so he gets free turns whenever you break a target, which is pretty cool. And his sphere is actually ridiculously strong. I think it's like 20% attack for free turns whenever you break a target. Yeah, that thing's got Vane's name written all over it, like absolutely. I'm strongly considering maxing him out if I do get his EX. One, because he looks fun to use, and two, because I kind of want to give his sphere to Vane when Vane gets his EX plus. But anyway, I'm not sold on going all in on this banner. So 8 is pretty fun as well. One thing I'm not a big fan of before he gets his LD. Now, his LD looks absolutely busted. I mean, it looks game-breaking. Like, you know, he gets 100% evasion, and he counters every hit with a defense-ignoring counter. Well, his LD gives him another counter that also ignores defense, and it gives him an AoE 5-turn taunt. So he effectively becomes not only invincible, but he actively wants the enemies to attack him as many times as possible so he can just wreck their shit. And it's absolutely disgusting. But, you know, that was the whole reason I think they didn't give him a taunt when his initial EX Plus came out right now, because it would be too broken. Like, he's already really strong, he avoids everything. And will guaranteed counter it with an attack that ignores defense. And because we don't have our bosses in Global, in Chaos, don't have the brave damage reduction mechanic that the Japanese bosses do now, late in the late Chaos era, and going into Lufenia, that, you know, that's ignoring defense is really powerful. But he doesn't, you know, that lack of a taunt means that he's quite inconsistent. So unless you're in a quest where there's enemies that spam lots of AoE attacks, unless they target him very often, then he's going to be losing out on a huge portion of his DPT, like, damage per turn. So it becomes much less efficient that way. Now, you can manipulate the enemy AI targeting mechanics. Like, some of them favour enemies with low health, and some of them favour parties with like the highest health. So you can kind of try and influence the enemy to target 8 that way, and he does look fun to play, I will admit, but no more than that. And you already know I've spent a ton of ingots this month. I've got Golbez, Eiko, Sephiroth to max. I'm going to be doing Zack, I'm going to be doing Aranea. So then with King and 8 on top of that as well, it's yeah, you know, I'm not as sold as I was. Now, I was going to go for 8. No, sorry, I was primarily going to go for King. But after using Golbez for a while, I realised that Golbez does approximately as much damage as King without the free turns. because his EX is, and Golbez can kind of double as my physical damage dealer, by which I mean he is damage type agnostic as long as you can inflict the imperil on the enemy. Like, he doesn't care what the damage type resistance is, he can just do weakness damage. As long as they don't resist dark, then that's fine. And I did test him out in the Barret LC Chaos. I might upload a video for that, you know, just a fun run, but I took Rosa Wall and Golbez shaves those turtles like nobody's business. My god, you get the Imperil buff up, like, you get the Imperil up on those things, and he just hits as hard against them as he does against everything. It's glorious. So that led me to realise that I don't really need King as a physical attacker, because I can just use Golbez instead. His EX does like 300,000 damage or something stupid, or, you know, close to that, because the first hits aren't as strong. And then his Glare Hand just hits like 100k in AoE if you fully max it out with Overflow and everything. And his Rising Wave only does up to 60k bravery damage, but it does overflow a little bit, and the last 20k is the Shadow Dragon, so you can realistically do like, you know, 70-80k with it, like a little bit less than Sephiroth's damage, but his EX just makes up for anything he lacks compared to Sephi, in my opinion. The only thing he doesn't have is King's longevity. King can just keep going and going and going and going and going, and that does appeal to me, I will admit. But is it worth spending a buck and or 3 ingots on? Yeah, I don't really think so. Now, I know I'm not a free-to-play player completely. Like, I'm not a whale, I wouldn't class myself as one, but I have bought some ingots just so I can use some more characters and not have to worry about not having enough for the ones that I've already planned for. So yes, their tactics are working, but I'm still not really sold here on exactly how far I'm going to go. So we're going to do the free draw, and we're going to just throw some tickets at it and see what happens. So let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay, now 8's weapons are new as well, so this might actually, this might just be some like 15s and 35s for 8. But I know I'm getting something new here because I saw how the loading was in the corner. That's an early silver. Come on. Change. Nope, change. 3 out of 11? Okay. Okay. Alright. 8's 35. Okay. I knew I was getting something new. I guess that was it. Eh, not bad. You know, I'll take it. Oh, hello. Well, welcome to the House of Fun, Mr. 8. Okay. So I currently have 577 tickets. After bottoming out when I was chasing for, who was it that I was chasing for before? I can't exactly remember. But yeah, Emperor, I think it was. Yeah, it was Emperor. I ran out of tickets. I literally spent over 500 tickets. But because the Brothers board is awesome, and because we get more tickets from character events, I've managed to get topped back up. So, you know, I'm not above throwing some tickets at this banner and seeing what happens. No joke, I do actually want to get King some weapons, because he's been sitting in my roster with like no weapons for the longest goddamn time. It's kind of getting on my nerves. Even if I only get his 35, you know, it's better than nothing. And could this be back-to-back golds? No. Okay, that's fine. That's whatever. So I don't want to waste too many tickets here, because I haven't actually decided what I'm going to be doing for Ignis yet. Because I was originally going to draw for Ignis, because I wanted to use him in Dimensions N7. Like, I want to bring Rosa, I want to bring Zack, and I want to maybe bring Ignis as well, and see what we could do there. But I don't think that would be necessary, because with the updates to the Dissidia point shop, so we can actually like buy high crystals now, I have decided to take my Selfie to 70 out of 70. So I could use Rosa, Zack, and Selfie in the DE7 instead. And that would be, not only would that be initial bravery out the wazoo, like Rosa plus Selfie in one team equals bravery gen, like unlimited regen, but she also has resistance to debuffs as well, so that's really nice. And this is a gold, and this is another 835. Okay, that's one less power. That's 4 more power stones for me technically. I don't random. Oh my god, the random golds, man. These tickets are going quite well in terms of power stones. Oh my god, it's another silver. What the hell? What's this gonna be? Okay. Beta freaking troll silver. Okay, fine. But yeah, because Dimensions End tier 7 like has, oh my god, just let me talk. Alright, it's a 15. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like, I've got King's 15 maxed out, but I sold it for Power Stance way back when. So he's kind of just chilling with his 4-star weapon right now. It's kind of sad. Yeah, there's a behemoth in Dimensions End 7 that has a unique debuff. I don't know if it's inframed or not, but what I do know is that it disables you from using any skills when you get hit with it, which is all sorts of stupid, and I don't especially want to deal with that. So my choices, I think, at this point are, I can either go back to tier 6 and free up Lena, or I can just bring Selphie along to 7. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because at least bringing Lena along to 7 would guarantee that I'm not going to get debuffed, and I can kind of deal with the Mulbra debuffs. I mean, if you've got Emperor on your team, Selphie's going to make Emperor cast his EX even more often, which already seems hilarious. I might actually do that. I might actually go back and free up Lena so I can take her to 7. I'm not sure. But, I mean, I even have enough power tokens and power stones to build up Aphmau if I really wanted to, but I know that I'm probably going to be using her in the future when her EX comes out, so I don't especially want to use her, like, that early. And I mean, I could always just, like, try and tank the debuff to the face. If I end up getting 8, I could just take him there and, like, watch him attack at 8 and just laugh. Or I could just suffer through it. Like, I'm probably still going to be able to complete regardless of what I've got, but that was my justification to pull for Ignis. Like, I've not played FF15, but I have actually started to watch a playthrough of it, and it seems like better than I initially gave it credit for. Like, there are things to like about the game, for sure. So I might pick it up myself, like in the Steam shop or something, and give it a playthrough. You know, after all this time. I know I've heard various things. I've heard it's a train wreck. There's like DLC that got cancelled. It's like an unfinished game or whatever. So yeah, I know that. But you know, it might be worth it. It's still a Final Fantasy game. The only one I've skipped out on so far is Lightning Returns. Did not play that. Can't especially say that I have any interest to either. Ugh. So yeah, I don't want to bottom out on tickets here. I might throw some for Ignis, or I might just save the tickets, to be honest. You know, having a lot of tickets is never a bad thing. So I'm probably not gonna drop below 400 here. Hello, random Barrett dupe. Good to see you, man. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you want to join in with the gun boys? Okay. Okay, so even if I do pull like 8 or King, I'm not entirely sure how many ingots I'm going to give them, to be honest. I do want their weapons, especially King's. I kind of really do want his EX, just so I can decide to max it out or not at my leisure. Like, I do have Setz's EX, but I didn't even give him a book yet. Okay, it's a gold, shit, okay. What's this? Probably nothing. His 35 really likes me. I've not got his 15 yet, but actually I have. Alright, that's fine. So yeah, I've got Setz's EX, I've not given it a book yet. I just kind of want to have it so I can decide what to do with it. Call it the hoarder's mentality, the collector's mentality, which is a very, very dangerous way to play gacha games. Thankfully, Opera Omnia is incredibly generous to free players, so even if I'm not actually one, I'd still rely on free resources for, like, you know, over 80 to 90% of my pulls, so I would seriously bankrupt myself if I tried to whale on this game. The prices are so goddamn expensive. I view that as a good thing. It's a prohibitive factor. It makes you be more responsible with your money, you know? There's better things to spend it on than this. Oh dear. Okay. So you definitely need to not take EX weapons for granted. Right. I do want at least a King 35 before I decide to walk away from this banner. Like, I'll probably keep pulling until I get one. King wants justice, you know? If I get any EX along the way, then I'll just pretend that was not what I was going for all along. Wow, I think that's MLB now. That's ridiculous. What the hell? I'm getting a lot of golds. Not very many King 35s or EXs, but a lot of golds at least. Wow. Yeah, okay. Case in point. Jesus Christ. Alright, I see you. I see you. Thankfully next month is kind of going to be a rest month for me. I haven't quite decided... Ooh, wow. Every time I try and start talking, it always just decides to shower me with like golds and silvers. There's his 35. That's what I wanted. I mean, I want the EX really, but that'll do for now. I've not decided next month what I'm going to be doing about Lulu and Yuri. So I already have Onion Knight, so I don't really need to pull for Yuri, I don't think, because if I really need the Imperils, then I can just use Golbez. Or I'm going to be pulling for Lulu, so I can just do something stupid like Lulu, Rosa, and like friggin' Ultimecia or Emperor or something like that. That would be a pretty good lineup. For the Imperial Beasts, especially Emperor. That might actually be a good idea. But whoa, oh my god! Oh, awesome! Yes! Oh, that's fun! Oh, that's fantastic! That is what I wanted. All right, I got what I came for, but I'm still gonna go down to like say 400. See if I can maybe get 8 in the bargain. I'm not gonna get too greedy. Oh, that's brilliant. Ah, yeah, that's made me happy. Yeah, I'm at least gonna book it. I don't know how many ingots I'm gonna use yet, but yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's keep going. See, I've not decided. I'm probably gonna pull for Lulu because she is one of my favorites in Final Fantasy X. So the fact that she has some added utility bonus is nice. I'm probably gonna at least throw tickets at Penelo because although I don't have a massive amount of attachment to her, I have used her often enough in FF12, and she's extremely powerful. when she gets her rework and her EX Plus. Like as a support, she looks really fun to use. Meanwhile, Gold's intensifies. So I'm definitely going to at least throw tickets at her. I'm not sure, I don't think she's enough of a favourite for me to pity, but I would really like her EX. But apart from that, I'm honestly not sure about Yuri. Like, I know he's really good. I know he's downright broken in terms of utility value, because he's got, like, when his EX goes up, he's got healing. He's got like 30% HP regen. He's got brave regen based on max bravery. He's got like his skill 1. He restores uses of it when he uses his EX. He imperils. He attacks with his own element. He gives the party a 20% overflow boost just by being there, which is quite rare to have on a DPS character. I think only Faris really does something like that in the attacker role, so that's very rare. So Yuri does look appealing, but I kind of know that he won't really be necessary, if you know what I mean. Well, no character's necessary, but you know what I mean. He's really strong, but he's not a must-pull, if that makes any sense. So I'm really torn about Yuri, especially because I have Onion Knight already, thanks to the summer banner last year. I think Lulu and Penella are the only two I want to go in for, because I'm going to be spending so many resources this month. I have to give myself a break, both so that I can catch up in terms of gems and tickets, but also like bucks and ingots as well. Like, I know I could always just like buy more ingots, but I don't want to just start throwing money at the game hand over fist, you know what I mean? I have to spend wisely. So yeah, speaking of spending wisely, 8 to 35 really loves me. Let's see if his EX gives me any love as well. I'll go down to 400 tickets, and if I don't get it, I don't get it. I've already got King, so I've already got the one I really wanted. Let's just see how this goes. Alright, I'm pretty low on time, so I'm just trying to get through these tickets as quickly as I can. I know, I should stop at 420. But I'll go down to the clean 100. Oh. Wow. Holy fuck. I don't believe it. Well then. Holy shit. It actually happened. I don't believe it. Wow. 100 and... Now that, my friends, is a luck sack. That is disgusting. 160 tickets, I cleaned out the banner. Alright, wow, I know I don't sound like very hype right now, but I really wasn't expecting that. Like, holy fuck. Okay. I guess I have them both. Now I have to decide who I'm going to invest in. Oh man, the struggle is real right now. Who am I going to... Anyway. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. Yeah, thanks for joining me on this curious journey. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope that was at least yeah, somewhat enjoyable, or at least as surprising for you as it was for me, because what the hell. And yeah, I guess I will see you in my next video, which will probably be a run through of this this event. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna use Golbez to start with, but maybe I'll come back to it with these guys, maybe not, who knows. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and until the next time, take care and goodbye.